Welcome back to the channel. We have Sunday Fun Day over at the gun club. They have a breakfast. It's the beginning of the month and they're doing a shoot. So, I'm out here, I'm doing this project. We're painting the house. We're moving these tanks. We did this little deck. We're wrapping the windows and doors. We got a lot of work going on. And I stood there one day and I was looking, I'm like, look at that conduit. It's metal at the bottom, transitions to PVC, or electrical conduit. Look at all the way up there at the top. That thing goes up, it's like a banana going right off. It's like a clamp fell off or broke. It looks it. And then as I come down and look, there's like a plastic clamp. It looks like it's broken. There was a metal one up higher by the guide wire, and that's broken. And then now I can see what it is down here is there's a strapping that looks like a pipe strapping. So that's not right. So looking this over, you see that? I'm not real happy with the looks of that. So what I did is I bought some clamps. I hope they're the right size. I bought 2.5s. I came over here and looked at the base, and they're on with a roofing nail for metal roofing with a rubber gasket. I don't know if that's correct, but they look original. The ground wire comes off from that, and I'm not sure if the PVC is supposed to be on there, but it's a little sloppy. And I thought, well, gee, I'll just set the ladder up there and I'll go up and fix it. Well, the ladder will end up being right there by the guide wire, about 3 feet from the service entrance. And it's, I don't know, it's at least a 28-foot pole, at least. And there's a transformer. So we have high voltage right there. And I'm not sure why they did this, because the main power line's down here. Why the, they didn't do a pole down in there ways and the rest underground, and then have the transformer at the road. But they did what they did, 1983, whatever. It's here. I want to go up and fix it, but thinking on a ladder, I was going to set a ladder on it, and that ladder is going to rock and roll up through there. And it doesn't look very safe, and that high off the ground, with clamps and screws and drill and bunch of stuff in my hand, I'm not going to be able to hang on. So I'm going to use the lift. We had the lift over on the other side. We did some work and we took the chimneys down and stuff. And then before I put it away, I brought it over here and leveled it up, and let's just run this up. And then I don't have to lean on the pole. I'm not in the way. I got a place to stand up, and I've got all my tools. I've got a level if it's a helpful thing. I don't know. I probably should grab a tape measure, and they look like they're 5 feet apart. I don't know if it matters. Whatever I do is better than what they did. But I want to get the old clamps off and put the new clamps on. Get this looking proper. This is weird. Well, let's see if this bad boy will start. It rained pretty hard last night. We need the rain. Engine choke. Alright. Let's head on up and see what we got. We're going to go all the way to the top first. I think it's probably a better spot to start at. Let me get organized here. And I got to stay away from the guide wire, and you're not supposed to be near a power line, but I can't imagine a ladder being too helpful either. Up and away. Hopefully we can get close enough, right? I didn't know where to park this. Looks like it might work. Just gotta watch a guide wire here. little closer. Yeah, they got like a green, that looks like a Durarock screw in it. That's what they look like. All three of these straps, it's just pipe strap. It's kind of strange. I got a guide wire, double one here, triple one actually, but a double one is pretty close to me, so I'm not sure. I probably have to go on the other side of the pole and get away from that. That's probably what I'll do. We're up 15, 20 feet here. Alright, we're up pretty high. Roof's got washed off pretty good. We're above the cable and phone. I'm getting really close to the transformer, so I'm going to quit here. But right there's the top, and they've got that, I don't know what they call it. It's like a goop, like a mastic. Keep the water out. That's not a proper weatherhead, I don't believe. I don't know why that passed. I guess we're going to let that ride. But here's a clamp that unhooked. Down there was a clamp that unhooked. Down there's a clamp that broke. And then the next one is good. So 3 clamps in a row are broken. I'm going to reach over, pull that in. I'm going to, I don't know if I should try to hook that right now, but I'm going to put a new clamp right on that. So I'll probably pop that right off and put a new proper looking clamp on there. I'm going to put it on with 1/4" hex screws. I don't know what all you can see there, but a little nerve-wracking here. You get up off the ground, you know. I guess I'll pop that off of there because it's not any good. And this I can move. Yeah. So I don't know what they were doing. I can get that. Would be great. No. Don't want to drop any nails. Alright. Got that. Now I'll show you what I bought. It's oh, they fell out of the box. The difficulties. It's a coated stainless clamp, and you got hex screws. I'm not sure how well they're going to hold. It's a kit. You get a plastic insulator, and the screws are only like 1.5 inches. You know what? I think I'm gonna probably use a longer screw. Let me try these first. If they work, they work. And I think if we had the proper clamps and the proper hardware, I think a roofing nail doesn't have a grip, you know. So, see what I can do here. I don't know. Get in these situations, you want to hang on with your toenails, you know. So I guess I'm going to stand right in your way. So I guess I'll put this on a pause. Show you when I get her on. I enlisted the help of Dawson. I could not hold that pipe still. But we got that straight. And we got a stainless clamp there. We're going to put more clamps than they had on there. PVC needs better clamps. I used plastic and they broke. So we're going to use a stainless here. We got 1, 2 on. Here's the third one. We're right under the guide wire here. I'm sorry, I couldn't do that by myself. I think I could probably do these. I couldn't pull that over. I had to come over like what, 8 inches to get that first one on. It had tension on it. Now we're going to move down, do the next one. Look at that, the little baby roofing nails in them pipe straps. Yep. No grip. How's that going to hold anything? See if you can get that side loose too.
Got a Phillips screw in it.
Does it? Weird. Now we're getting closer. Closer. I feel safer getting closer to the ground. If we had a jib, this thing would be handier, but we'd be spending a lot more money on a lift. We want this one probably about one more of them pipe straps to take off. It's a lot better, huh? I don't know, some of the work here is kind of sloppy. And I gotta get a little closer, I think. Probably about here, right? Down a little. And guess what? I'm out of screws. We're gonna run. Yeah, I've only got one. Guess I didn't count that right. We gotta run and get more screws. Not on these, but probably up there you would have, right? I worry, because the lift has some movement. But now we got a rubber insulator. We got a long deck screw in there. Now, I'll pry that old strap off. And then different?
It's just like the top, it's weird.
I don't know who did this. Looks like they repaired it at one point. I'll just drop it down. Well, hold on. Alright, so Dawson got the last one on. Now we're coming into metal conduit, and these are close to the ground. What are they, about 10 feet? So I'm not too worried about that. And so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on there, 7 on there. So I like it, and they're on with 3-inch screws, so they're not going to pull out. And it's fairly plumb, not perfect, but fairly plumb. And of course the pole goes up a ways and then it turns over too. So get us down, Dawson. Get us over this way first. He likes playing on the lift, don't you?
Yeah.
A lot better than that ladder. I was thinking using a ladder, and I'm like, ugh, that'll work. And then I want to look at it from a distance. All right, let's go check it out. Shut the engine off. That's a little on the loud side. I put a new muffler. That's an 8-horse Honda. I put a new muffler on it, and it did not make a difference, did it, Dawson? They need to put like a car muffler on them so you can hear yourself think. So from here, the power wire runs over and goes up to the meter. And then we got, that's sort of better. It's not super straight, is it, Dawson? Wonder if we should go up the top and pull that one over about 3 more inches. Because what happened is they must have been broke a couple years, and then the sun and the weight of that pulled that over. So I think we probably will go up and just move them over. And I took a level up, but because the conduit's all wavy, I couldn't get that straight if I wanted. Maybe if we snapped a string line, probably would have been smarter. But live and learn. Dawson's going to run this up. He said he wanted to do it himself, and that's good because I can see down here where it's got to be straight, and it's pretty much the top 3 of them. Like the third one down, Dawson, should go towards a house about a 1/2 inch.
Okay.
And then the middle one, boy, that middle one might be just right. And then the top one's got to go like 2 inches to the right. So he wanted to do it by himself. Let's see how good he does. Now remember, the top ones are going to be pretty close to that guide wire, so just be careful. I really like a lift compared to a ladder, man. You can stand up. You should have a lanyard on you, but we're not super high. And I think the reason some of this got jungled around here, like these guide wires, is I had the Amish out here cutting a couple trees, and down there by the road, they cut one that went, there's a monarch butterfly. You gotta go, no, Dawson, gotta go on that side of it. Stay on that side till you're up over it. I think. Oh, maybe not. He's actually going to adjust 4 of them, I think, or 5 of them. I guess we should have ran a string line, but he's going to move that one over a little bit. But yeah, the Amish dropped a tree and it ended up falling right on the power line. Then it swung down and hit the cable and phone line. They were just up there, boing, boing, boing. And it fell down and bent my gate down there. I wasn't too happy about it. They said, oh no, we're going to be quite a ways from it. Well, they didn't. And now I think it loosened up these guide wires. If they had a turnbuckle, I'd just turn that buckle, but they don't. I don't know how they usually do that. Oh, that's a lot better. I would do your left side first if you can. That's up to you. He's getting pretty good with that lift. Kind of careful he doesn't get it jouncing around. He's going to go up and put the basket right up beside the guide wires. Just remember that's high tension wire up there. It's got some power in it. So stay 6 feet away or something. Alright. Whoa! Don't get any closer to the... Go slow with it. Yeah, we're licensed electricians, right? I don't know. I guess you probably should call one, and then when they come out, they're going to say, oh, that conduit's got to go. We got to disconnect power. We got to do all this stuff. Boy, that's a lot straighter. Can you go another ½ inch? Like that? You know, just to put clamps on. The pastor had an issue with his power wire, and it wasn't in conduit. It was just in staples, and it was all frayed and everything, and they wanted, like, I don't know, $3,000, run a new one in. I said, what's wrong with it? And he goes, well, it's just the sheathing is starting to flake off. So I just loosened the clamps and I rewrapped the whole pipe for him and did it for like $100, and he's happy. He said, that's a lot better, buddy. But the transformer wasn't right there. Keep your head away from that, Dawson. There you go. And it looks great. A lot straighter. So there's our project, guys. Dawson wants to be a lineman, right? Put his gloves, his boots, his helmet on. The old lift serves its purpose, you know. I got a super deal on it, and I couldn't pass it up. Bring it over to the middle, Dawson. So I think I'm all done with it. Put it in the park position. So now he's going to put it in the park position. Quick little job this morning. We got to go to a Colorscape. We got an art show in town, and it's right on the twin parks on both sides of the highway. We're gonna go down, check that out, and get some soup or chili or something they're gonna have. So you keep the upper arm up, the lower arm bring it down, and slow down, D. Just don't want to hit that bar on it. And then that's got to park, and then we put the pin in it. See, he's pretty careful with this. That'll center. Nice, huh? And then the top one, that's easy. Awesome. Then he latches. Go ahead and shut her down. And then put your lock pin up front there, would you? Nice. You're getting pretty good at that. Go up and put that lock pin in and we're all set. But this old lift, man, we got a really good deal on it because the old lift, when I sold it, the guy paid me way more than I paid for it, which paid for this lift with money extra, didn't it, Dawson? So we made out pretty good on it. And it's mechanical. It takes quite a while to set it up, I think. But there's nothing really to break down. It's kind of simple, you know. And so the only thing is it's like 28 feet long and most of the buildings are 24. So we either got to take the basket right off or we got to kind of do something different with it. But thanks for watching. That conduit's a lot stronger now, a lot more clamps, stainless steel. I think they're going to last, don't you?
Yep.
Thanks for helping.
Catch you on the next one.
See you later, guys.